Two men journey to the bars and restaurants of Scandinavia to find amazing beers, always with the same question.
Hey, what's on tap?
It's time to find out.
Okay, we're in the home stretch. 3 days left. What's on tap podcast? To all Advent calendar 2016.
Boom.
Bam.
Day 22.
Day 22. And we are greeted with the Black Bauble. Black ale with cardamom and orange peel.
Oh God, I hate
You
cardamom.
can see us dawdling and rolling for Christmas. That's a weird that's a weird saying. Dawdling and rolling for Christmas.
Cardamom and orange peel.
Cardamom and orange peel. Your
Very,
two favorite
very
things.
Christmassy. Well,
So
I like
orange peel-
Orange peel is nice, but
Orange peel is usually a little bitter. Going to be kind of bitter.
it could also be sweet orange peel though.
Orange peel should never be sweet.
Well, there
It's always kind of a orangish, bitterish agent in baking and stuff. If you're using like
Yeah.
orange blossoms, that's usually the sweet part or the juice.
Oh, you can do sweet orange peel as well.
All right. This is a really weird logo too, because it's like TIFF files and PDS files and Xmas Final Edit, Santa's New Comp,
Dead reindeer.
Reindeer,
New,
yeah.
.psd.
Bloody Snow, O2 TIFF.
Christmas tree AI.
I wish there was a link to a website and you could actually access those images, so we could see what back image.tiff. So that's really funny.
Yeah.
So we could see what it is that this looked like. Even the top is Santa Top Red version.pds PSD. I mean. Okay. Let's crack this open. I know how you feel about cardamom beers. You are a huge fan of them.
I love it.
I don't particularly like cardamom in desserts. For me, it's kind of a savory item, kind of like an Indian food or something. So, and the one cardamom beer I've had was the, what's it called? Outside the Lines?
Yeah.
Which I absolutely loved, but you hated. Because mine wasn't, I was expecting this huge cardamom bomb, and it was not very cardamom-y at all.
Cardamom-y?
Cardamom-y, that's a really hard, cardamom-ish-esque, I'm not sure how you would.
Cardamom-esque.
Yes, it's cardamom anything is difficult to say.
Yeah. Well, mine was a huge cardamom bomb.
Okay, so I'm looking.
But I've heard there's been quite a lot of bottle variation on this. So I've heard a lot of people say tons of cardamom, and I've heard a lot of people say, "Oh, I didn't get any cardamom at all."
Honestly, I don't think I got any cardamom at all. I was almost like, if I didn't know this was a cardamom beer, I wouldn't know there's cardamom in it.
I got a shit ton of cardamom from it.
Well, it's the same thing. When I was at Bruce, the To Ol bar in Copenhagen, I had a cardamom beer, and it may have been this one, because it was kind of cardamom and orange and something else.
But was it black?
I don't remember. No, it wasn't black. It was definitely not this, but it was another beer. There was cardamom and a couple of other like really strong flavors, and it didn't taste anything. It didn't taste like cardamom or the other two flavors, and I was just like, wow, that's a real huge disappointment. So I don't know. Maybe it's something to do with the spice itself and the way that it incorporates. Sometimes it's really strong, sometimes it's not. I don't know what that difference is.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, I tried using it once.
I mean, just
like a 16.1% imperial stout that I made.
Yeah, I mean,
and it was just did not work at all. It was I used like half a teaspoon.
Yeah.
Of freshly ground cardamom in 23 liters of beer.
Wow.
So it's like 5.5 gallons, I guess, or 6 gallons even. 6 gallons.
That's a lot.
Yeah. It was not much cardamom.
No. Proportionally, it should not have been a huge flavoring agent.
No, but it just tasted like a cardamom bun.
Yeah.
And I mean, I couldn't do anything with the keg, so I ended up just dumping like the whole keg.
Well, this smells like a cardamom bun.
Yeah, I know.
And a little licoricey too.
I know.
I'm getting a little licorice, a little cardamom.
It's like the two things that I really don't like.
I don't know. I'm not hating it, but this is definitely not my favorite spice. Oh, you're just spitting it out from the start.
No.
Okay. I think what we're finding out here is when it comes to cardamom beer,
Just
I don't
do
mind
it.
that flavor. That's a flavor that works for me, which is surprisingly, because I would have never have thought that I would like that combination of cardamom and beer, because I don't mind this at all. The look on your face is just like someone slapped your mouth.
I can't do it. It's like I don't know, cardamom bacon licorice.
Yeah, that's kind of the weird. It is cardamom, and there is licorice for sure.
But there's just that hint of like bacon smokiness to it as well.
Yeah, I would say that's probably the drawback for me is the smokiness on it. That doesn't work for me.
I don't like it.
Well, I don't mind it. I think it's pretty tasty. Well, I don't want all of yours as well.
But you said you liked it.
I'm quite happy with my. This is okay. Unlike what was it, the one we had yesterday, where we both didn't want to finish the half a glass that we had.
The sour black IPA.
Yeah. This one I easily drink, but also don't feel I need to have it again. The difference is I like this one and I'll gladly drink it, and it's. I think it's rounded and quite flavorful, and I mean they've been really hitting us with the smoked beers. The last 3 out of 4 have been smoked in some way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can safely say that I do not like cardamom beers. I didn't like my own cardamom beer.
Yeah.
I didn't like the outside of the lines,
Which was delicious.
No.
Yes.
And I don't like this.
Yeah. Well, I think it is quite tasty, but I don't get orange.
No.
Nope. If I didn't read orange peel on the label, if this had cardamom and licorice, I'd have been like, oh yeah, I totally get that with a slightly smoked peel. But instead, it says orange peel, and I do not get any.
I think the cardamom actually like overrules it. So.
Well, I think the black part of it, as well as the cardamom. What's the word I'm looking for? The smoked.
The roasted malts.
Roasted malts. Thank you.
Yeah.
The roasted malts.
The black part of the beer.
Yeah. The roasted malts and the.
The roasted malts in combination with the cardamom just kills all that orange peel.
There's no orange at all.
Yeah.
And honestly, if there had been orange, I don't know that would have made it better. I don't
think so. No.
I think it would have actually made it worse.
Yeah. Well, it might become too many different flavors battling over real estate on your tongue.
Maybe if this warms up a little bit more, you'll get more of the orangishness coming out of it.
The orangishness?
Orangishness. I'm just creating words left and right.
Damn right you are.
That's the way English works. You don't know the word, you just make one up and make it sound like something that already exists.
Make it sound like something that you intend to.
Yep, that's the beauty of the language.
That's the way the cookie crumbles.
Yep. All right, so heat it up with just a little bit in our hands. See if that changes the flavor profile at all. Nope.
Still shit.
All right. Well, I like this quite a bit. I'm going to give it a 3.5. And thank you for just pouring. No, save some for yourself. You don't want to give it all to me.
Well, yes, I do.
I don't want it all.
You're going to give it a 3 point?
I give it 3.5.
3.5.
Yeah.
I'm not going to rate it because I don't like this. I don't know. That didn't make much sense. Because I don't like cardamom beer.
Well, again, we're a beer review show. So if within context of the other... compare it to Outside the Lines. What did you give Outside the Lines?
I believe it was like 2.75 or 2.5.
All right. Okay, so is this better or worse than Outside the Lines?
I think it's got a harsher roasted character, whereas the Outside the Lines had more like a chocolate and a little bit thicker.
Yeah, it was definitely thicker. It was definitely more rounded. This is thinner.
It's kind of like a roasted astringency.
Yeah.
So
really sweet on the lips.
You think?
You don't think?
No,
I think it's super sweet.
Yeah, I don't really get much sweetness there. So
Are you kidding me? I think this is like hugely sweet.
I'm gonna go for like a 2.25.
See, you did it. I mean, you got to have you're rated against something else you tried, and you're just kind of like, well, there you go, 2.25.
Yay me!
See, we got there together. Teamwork, yay! All right, let's just put this bad boy to bed. Check us out on iTunes and Stitcher
Instagrams.
and Instagrams. Mostly Instagrams, I think, is kind of our go-to thing.
Well, Facebook as well.
Yeah, and actually, are you on Twitter?
Me?
Yeah.
No.
I'm on Twitter at Lost in Sweden, so you can follow me there. I don't.
Lost in Sweden.
Yeah, I don't tweet that. I don't tweet that much, other than beer things I'm drinking. But I'm also on Instagram at Booze and Bars, and you are,
Well, Olufsen Brewing.
of course,
So,
Olufsen Brewing, because
Yeah.
you are owning that as your brand, which you should, because it's an awesome brand.
thank you.
So yeah, look us up on Instagram, and you can follow our lives and all the riveting beers that and activities that we're doing. Okay, thanks.
See you tomorrow.